Yo guys, what is going on? Boom Headshot 94 here. I'm bringing you another gameplay commentary. Today it's going to be a domination game on Standoff that I was playing with Craig, Isaiah, and Ross. And I ended up going 64-10, and we beat them in the end pretty easily. But I wanted to talk more about the next-gen consoles that were revealed yesterday at E3. Or not revealed, but more information was given about them. So, I'll start with the PS3 since yesterday's video was based off the Xbox, or PS4, sorry, since yesterday's video was based off the Xbox One. Basically what we learned about the PS4 yesterday is that, for me at least, none of the exclusives really, besides Killzone and Destiny, really looked all that great. I think that Microsoft had a lot more exclusive games that were worth playing released. So that's just my opinion on that. And then a lot of the games that really did look good were the ones that were for both consoles. Battlefield 4 looked amazing, and those types of games, they look good. And I think that's just because that the publishers like EA and who concentrate on putting out games for both systems just do a lot better job because they have a bigger studio in most cases. But that's not true in all cases. That's just what I kind of noticed from E3 yesterday. I know one of the biggest things that PlayStation did, or Sony did, is they basically took they basically took everything that Microsoft said about all their used games stuff, their just everything that people didn't like. The used games, always on, connecting to the internet every 24 hours. Connect always has to be plugged in. They took all of that and basically just laid it out and said, look, we're not going to require you to connect to the internet every 24 hours. We aren't going to give you any sort of penalty for buying used games, such as like the licensing fee that you have to pay to use it. So they basically just took a direct swing at Microsoft. And then the biggest killer was the fact that they're selling it for $399 instead of what Microsoft is doing at $499. So that was probably the biggest blow to Microsoft, was the price point. But for me, I don't think that it's a killer. I have a lot of friends who are saying it is, but I don't think it's going to be, just because of the fact that Microsoft, the Xbox One comes with the Kinect, which I'm sure a lot of people don't want, but it's required to use the system. And if you remember what they sold the Kinect for individually with the Xbox 360, I'm pretty sure it was about $150. So if you take that in consideration as to why the Xbox One is $100 more compared to the PlayStation, which does not come with a camera, it kind of makes sense, but it's still a downside, I think, because people don't want to have their Kinect always on, and a lot of people are saying the government's going to spy on them. It's like, why would the government spy on you? If you don't have anything to hide, don't worry about it. There's no reason to worry about the government spying on you. It's like, why would they if they have no reason to? So I just think that's silly that people are saying that. So it's just things like that that make people say the PS4 is so much better. But I am a huge fan of the Xbox One's switching features, the instant TV, the live game switching, like just everything that they've done with it. I feel like it's a major upgrade to what the 360 had, and even the PS3. And the PS4 does have some of those features, but like they're not to the same extent. Like the PS4, it switches to it streams to Ustream. Nobody uses Ustream, but the Xbox, it streams directly to Twitch, which is the biggest game streaming company or website out right now, and everybody uses it, everybody knows what it is. So it's just one of those things where, like, in a lot of aspects, Sony did it right, but Microsoft one-upped them, per se. And that's why I feel like the $100 price difference isn't that big. And Optic Big Timer said it well yesterday. He said that $100 for a decade's worth of entertainment, is that really a deal breaker? Go with the system that you want and that you like, and $100 over 10 years comes down to what, $10 a year, which is like an hour's worth of work for most people. So it's like, is it really worth getting upset over the $100 price point? Yeah, it's $100 more to dish out of your pocket now, but in 10 years, that's only $10 spread out over the 10 years, so it's not that much more. Plus, I just feel like the features on it are just so much better compared to the PS4. I didn't really see anything in the PS4 press conference that was like, holy crap, that's amazing, like I did with the Xbox One. That could be because PS4 revealed more during their revealing back in February, but I don't know. And also, the PS4, everybody was saying the Xbox One looked like a VCR. The PS4 doesn't look any different. It looks a little bit slimmer, and it looks like a VCR with, or it looks like the Xbox One with no ventilation in it. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but it's just one of those things that people need to realize that that's just what the consoles are gonna look like. And I don't see why people are still calling the Xbox One a VCR. Yeah, it has the TV switching and all that, but the PS4 looks exactly the same, and I just don't get it. I think it's stupid what people are saying, and I think that the Sony fanboys should stop just running their mouths about the PS4 because it's $100 cheaper, and there's nothing else they can really talk about because besides the used games and then not having to connect online. So it's just one of those things. It basically comes down to what you prefer, and yeah, I'm sure Sony captured the people who don't need to always play online, or can't always play online, I should say. And then Microsoft is definitely getting the people who do always play online. Just because, why would you give up all the features that Microsoft is giving to you just because you have to connect to the internet every 24 hours. It doesn't seem like that big of a downfall. And people were saying that, oh, if you don't connect for 24 hours, you're going to lose all your games and you're never going to be able to play them again without repurchasing them. That's not true. And once you connect to the internet again, you have instant access to all your games again. There's no way that Microsoft is going to be like, oh, you haven't connected for 24 hours. We're revoking all your licenses to your games and you have to repurchase them in order to play them. No, that's stupid. So it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, if you have a power outage and your internet goes out, you're not playing Xbox anyways because, well, you have no power. And then most people are going to keep their previous gen consoles, so like the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Most people are going to have those still. I know I am. I'm not going to get rid of mine because I have a ton of games for the Xbox 360 that I really enjoy playing. And so if the power goes out and the internet goes out and then the power comes back on but the internet's still out, I'll just play my Xbox 360 if I really want to. I also have a PC, so why would I care? People are just exaggerating things way too much and making a way bigger deal out of it than they need to. And it's just part of the gaming community, and it's kind of annoying, but it's just how it works. So people just need to relax and realize that each person has their preference to their own console, and that the things that Microsoft are saying aren't that bad. $10 over 10 years is not a deal breaker. It's $10. It's 1 hour of work, and it's maybe 2, but it's not worth getting upset over the fact that they have to go online every 24 hours for 2 seconds to validate your licenses, and you don't even have to do it. It does it automatically. Or the fact that you can't buy used games, or you can, but you can't. It costs money to buy them more. So it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things that it just bugs me that people are getting so upset about it, and it's just silly. So, well, this game's coming up to a close right now. I hope you enjoyed the little spiel I had on the Xbox One and PS4. Both of them are going to be great consoles, and I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up picking up both. But I'm definitely getting the Xbox One first, just because COD Championships will be on that. MLG sticking with Xbox, so I'm going to stick with them. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want, and I will see you guys later. Peace!